Hellblade 2 will be 30 frames per second only on Xbox consoles. Ninja Theory founder, okay, has left the studio as well. So Hellblade 2, the saga will only run at 30 frames per second on Xbox Series X and S. The forthcoming game of the Ninja Theory has also been built exclusively for Xbox and PC using Unreal Engine 5, truly showing the power of the engine. Now, however, this comes at a cost. As German outlets GamePro has confirmed, the games only run at 30 frames per second on console with dynamic resolution. There's also no graphics mode, although the frame rate can be increased if you play on PC. Okay? So the game's visual effects director told GamePro that this offers cinematic experience. Is also the article writer noted that due to the slow-weighted gameplay, the lower frame rate wasn't an issue. Now, however, this also could be put off some players hoping to smoother experience. This allows followers of Bethesda's Starfield, which also locked at 30 frames per second on console. It's unclear if you need to release on the lower-powered Xbox Series S is a factor behind this decision. Well, they wouldn't admit that if it was. Okay. Yet Polygon has described Hellblade 2 as a tech showcase due to its use of Unreal Engine 5, as well as a completely motion cap animation for both performances and combat. The team visited the Iceland map, authentic landscapes, and built up props and costumes, and also scanned for hyper-realistic textures. The further news of Polygon noted that the absence of Ninja Theory founder and the Hellblade writer-director from the studio, also Xbox spokesperson, has since confirmed he's no longer working at the developer, with no further reasons given. Okay? It was also involved that Hellblade 2 during the early stages of development, though, is now being led by 3 creative leads: environment director Dan Atwell, visual effects director Mark Slater, and the audio director Dave Garcia. Okay, the release of Hellblade 2 was also announced in January during Microsoft's latest Xbox Developer Direct, and the game arrives on the 21st of May as a digital-only release across the Xbox Series X and S and PC, and will be available on Game Pass day 1. Okay, so I think this is stupid, right? And this is my personal thing, right? I don't even care about 30 frames per second. I'm a person that I really don't care about frame rate. I'm not a connoisseur of frame rate, okay? I can play 30 frames. I don't get nauseous or sick when I play 30 frames or 60 frames. But as a customer of an Xbox Series X, okay, I would like my games to run at a higher frame rate because that's what you told me that the game console would do in the very beginning, okay? Now, obviously, I know it's up to the developer, and I understand that, you know, it could change each time, and they can do an update, but I was told that my console ran 60 frames and 120 frames per second. Now, I know it's stupid on my part to assume that all games that are coming out that were made for this system would actually run at 60 frames to 120 frames per second. That's on me, right? Which is why I would never buy another Xbox at launch, because if they come out and tell me that the next thing is 2K or 4K or 8K at 60 frames and, right, uncapped frames, I'm going to sit and wait just like I do for video games, and see what your thing actually does. Because shame on me, because I trusted you in thinking that my game system would run these 60 to 120 frames per second, okay? But obviously it's not, because it's linked to the Series S. And those of you out there that are like, oh yeah, I'm really looking forward to that handheld, if they got rid of the S, will now be the new thing holding back the actual graphical stuff and whatnot, because that's what Xbox wants to do. Okay? They want to link the parity thing with all the systems so it runs the same. And I think this is a stupid move on Xbox. If I spend half the price, okay, or a little bit less than half the price for an Xbox Series S and it runs 30 frames per second, cool, I'm okay with that. But if I pay $500 and I want that console, which is supposed to run at 60 frames to 120 frames per second, then it should run at 60 to 120 frames per second. I paid extra money for the box, but yet I'm getting the exact same experience for the shittier box. Make the problem, sell the solution. The solution is, now it's like, well, you don't really need an X. You could just get the S. And hell, you don't even need to get the S. You could just play it on the cloud. Okay? Give them $10, give them $12, give them $15. Get it on Game Pass. That's what they want you to do, right? Their literal business model is we don't care if you want to buy the system. We'll take the money from you. But what we really want you to do is go to Game Pass. We really want you to buy the monthly subscription. That's the Microsoft way. The Microsoft wants you to pay for 365. They want you to pay monthly or yearly for Word or Excel or for security. They want you to pay for your operating system by month or the year. They want you to pay to play games for the month per the year. This is what they want you to do. This is their game plan. This is their MO. Make the problem, sell the solution. To me, this is stupid. There should be a performance mode on the Xbox Series X. Hands down. Period. I paid extra money to get a better, more powerful box. It should run better on that box. These are just my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comment section down below. Please make sure you share, like, and subscribe. What do you think? Are you mad? Are you upset? Do you not give a shit? Let me know in the comment section down below about the Xbox running, Xbox Series X only running at 30 frames per second with games that are coming out, with the newest game that's coming out in May with Hellblade 2. If you like what we do here, make sure you check out some of our other videos. Thanks for watching.